Tell us, what is the situation now in Port Harcourt?
Well, just like you said, the police still maintain presence. I spoke with the police public relations officer as early as 6 a.m. this morning, and he told me that the police will remain around many of the councils to ensure that there is no breakdown of law and order. But he also maintained that the doors will be open for those who have business to do in the council, talking about the workers and the newly sworn-in caretaker committee chairman and their team. Now, the situation is not very clear to many people because you may want to look at it, put some flesh to it by putting a bit of history to the situation. The situation that led to the judgment of May 9th by the Honorable Justice Akombi had been tainted with some form of controversy, but the Honorable Justice Akombi had said that the APC had not maintained or had not obeyed the court order to maintain status quo according to the initial judgment given before the elections were conducted, and it becomes more complex. Reports reaching us this morning tells us that another judgment had just been given by the National Industrial Court in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State. Now, this is the situation as it runs. While the matter was before the High Court, the Federal High Court in Port Harcourt, to determine the legality of the elections conducted on the 23rd of May, the 22 local government chairmen had approached the National Industrial Court in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, to obtain an order, and that was on the 22nd of June, to obtain an order restraining the governor of Rivers State, the State House of Assembly, and their agents, and even the Inspector General of Police, from enforcing any order that will lead to their sack. And that was, and a hearing was fixed again for the 13th of July. But before that hearing could be held, there was a judgment on the 9th of July where the Honorable Justice Lambo Akombi issued an order that no election actually took place because it was all illegal. So now we are faced with some form of constitutional crisis. An order has come from the National Judicial Court in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, but there is an order that is already being followed according to Justice Akombi when he delivered the judgment on July the 9th.
All right, thank you very much, Emmanuel. I was going to ask you about that matter with the policemen, the scuffle in front of the local government council. Was it before you had the conversation with the public relations officer?
Yeah, that was before we had the conversation with the public relations officer. Well, I understand that there was some form of misunderstanding. The police, according to them, were being very careful at that time. They did not want anyone to infringe on their job or what they were asked to do. They wanted to ensure that everyone around the council at that time had permission to do so.
All right. Thank you very much, Emmanuel.